So I kind of got cut off on the first video, so I'm going to go ahead and continue, make another one. So basically, another reason, I'm going to go back to the leadership. Like I said in the first video, leadership is important. We need strong people who are going to advocate, not just for our teachers, our students, but need to advocate for the program. We need resources in order to be able to accomplish our goals. We need technology. Right now, technology is a way of issues, especially because of the virtual learning that's going on right now throughout the country, throughout our state, throughout our districts. It's important that we have those materials available to us. If we don't have those, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for our students to be able to succeed. So how do we get that technology? We need funding. We need all that funding that we can get and is possible. We need to be able to distribute the funding the way it should be distributed and looked all around. And it's not just a program. If we have results and we have funding and we get results, we get more funding. And parents start seeing this and start learning and really educating themselves the meaning of being in a dual language program, being bilingual, and the benefits of being bilingual, then we start increasing our numbers in that program, which means we get more funding and we get more students and everything. It's like a domino effect. But of course, we need a strong leadership. It's really hard on principals right now because there's so much at stake for them. They're not just worried about the dual language program. They're worried about the SPED program and the 504 programs. And, we're still running a school. You have discipline issues and everything that comes with it. Teachers and parents and everything. And it's really, really hard on them. And I totally understand that. I'm not a principal, maybe one day, but it's really hard to be able to gather all that. So how do you do that? How do you target each one? How do you target how do you feel which one's important and which one's not important, which one is less important? Because it is hard. So how do we approach that? We communicate with our parents. It's always good to have an open communication with our parents. Get your parents involved. And it is hard because parents work now. Both parents have to work in order for them to be able to provide for their families. And so how do we get the parents involved without having to do that? That's our biggest target also. That is our biggest issue, because a parent just says, okay, here's your school. Okay, I have to go to work now. I can't go to this meeting. I have to go to work. So we have to be able to learn to balance that. We need to learn how to be able to meet each other halfway. Teachers meet parents halfway and parents meet teachers halfway. Parents need to be able to speak up and listen and say what they have to say in a respectful manner, and teachers need to be able to listen to that and listen to what the parents have to say. And at the same time, teachers have to be able to speak up and not be afraid to communicate that problem, their issues with the parents. When I was in school and I got in trouble, my mom turned around, looked at me, what did you do? What did I do wrong? Why is the teacher calling me? It's always my fault. Now, teachers, it seems to me, because I get afraid too sometimes when I have to call my teachers, my parents, and let them know, John Doe isn't doing so good. Well, what did you do as a teacher? What are you doing wrong? Maybe it's your teaching. It's like, no, it's not my teaching. Sometimes it's really hard, and it's easier to blame the target of the teacher than it is the parent. And I think this is where we need to come together. And if we do come together, parents and teachers, we find out what the parents exactly looking for in the dual language program. We turn around as teachers and we present that to the admin. And if admin comes in and they listen to us, they say, this is what our parents want. This is what the parents need. How do we get to what we get where we can meet them? Admin can turn around and go against the district, the Board of Education, and say, you know what, we have to listen to our parents. They're the ones who are going home and struggling, and they're the ones who need the help. How can we make this possible? It's a domino effect again. If the admin comes through, district comes through, parents come through, teachers come through, the program will come through, the program will become better. You have to be able to organize yourself. You have to be able to figure out ways, how can you work together? Some teachers like to work together. Some teachers prefer not to work together. In a dual language program, I believe that if it's two teachers who have to make that connection, they have to be able to work together. They have to be able to pretty much finish each other's sentences at that point. Because if they work together and students see that they work together, then it becomes a positive healthy environment where students want to come to school every day. They want to learn. They want to continue growing. If two teachers who, I guess she's just my partner or he's just my partner, and they lazy, you know, they see, students will sense, kids will sense that. They'll see that there's no connection there, there's no chemistry there, and they're not going to want to go to school. They're not going to want to learn. They're just going to be like, I just have to go because I have to go because my mom woke me up. No, we don't need that. We need positive classroom. We need environments. We need teachers who want to be there, teachers who want to do their job, teachers who want to be able to confine and trust their students. Teachers, we need students that love going to school and want to be at school and give them rewards for going to school. So it's a hard program, and like I said from the first video, that it's still growing. Dual language is still growing. There's still a lot of, we still have a long ways to go. We've overcome a lot. We have, but we still got a long way to go. Dual language is the way to go in the future. It helps you. You can benefit from it. You can learn from it. You can help it. You know, some schools throughout the city are doing the CEO by Literacy program, where it helps them build the resume in the high school student. And that's a good program, the CEO by Literacy program. So basically these students are enrolled in this program and they learn how to read and write and speak in a second language. Doesn't matter what language, whatever classes they offer, and it helps them because it builds that confidence for them. It builds that confidence to be able to face the world and be able to face like I said, the real world. And they have that on paper, and they're able to build that on their resume for when they go to college, or even after college. They have that seal of literacy stamp, and it helps them endure, because if you are bilingual, it's gonna help you. Being bilingual, again, is a privilege, and it's something beautiful, and it's something amazing. We need to steer away from saying, oh, they speak Spanish, oh, they speak Chinese. No, that's awesome that they speak English. I wish I can speak another language, Chinese or Japanese or any language, any other language. And I think that's beautiful. We just have to close that mindset that we're America, we need to just learn English. That's not the case anymore. The case is that it doesn't matter. We're getting more and more people, and we're learning more and more different types of cultures, and we're adapting to them. We're experiencing them. And here in our inner city, we have where 80% of the population does speak Spanish and English, but we also have that we do have those people who come from another country that speak a different language, and that's awesome. That's beautiful, and we need that. We need to be open our horizons and involve those teachers. We need to hire more teachers from a different language: German, French, Chinese, Japanese, Italian, and that can really help enroll the students. If I as a parent will see that this school offers German, hey, I'm probably going to enroll my daughter that class, because German is a pretty cool language to learn. So in conclusion, I just want to say that this class has really taught me a lot. One thing I learned to record myself, and I'm a little shy about that, but I love it. It's taught me that dual language is a beautiful language. It's a beautiful program. Being bilingual is amazing, and I'm proud to be bilingual. I wish my parents were able to enroll me in a Spanish class, because that way I can be a little bit more fluent. But it's okay though, because I learn it. I know what I learn, and I keep learning, and every day I'm learning something new, and every day I'm getting corrected by my mother. And I can now teach this to my daughter, and I can say I need to enroll her in a dual language program for her benefits, for her to be able to continue it, and for her to one day, when she has children, to be able to turn around and teach her daughter a second language, whether it's Spanish or French or whatever language she chooses. And that way we continue the languages instead of allowing it to die. Thank you so much, Dr. A. This was such a wonderful class, and I hope you liked my video. Sorry for the 2 parts. I got cut off. Thank you.